Hey, thanks for tuning in today. So if you know, I'm actually a Virgo. I don't really relate too strongly to being a Virgo, to be honest. But what I do relate to is probably my love for keeping some things organized. Not all the time, but my ideas organized. I find it really helpful. Or how do I document where my ideas go? And so let's take this at a very pragmatic level. I was at a cafe this morning, and in the next month, I've got some big workshops and presentations. And so I found that as I was on my computer trying to bring in the points, and I was like, this is not working. So in my book, The 2-Hour Workshop Blueprint, what I tell people to do is go to a cafe and go wild and map your ideas out. And I did the opposite. I broke my blueprint. I break it all the time. But I opened a Word document and I started, because I was like, oh, I know this topic like the back of my hand. And so I started typing it out. And then I'd get to various points, I'd get stuck on it. Like I'd want to find more research or really think about a point. And so that would then create friction. And then I'd find myself opening up other tabs and doing things. And so it really was a waste of time doing it that way. So back to my original rule. In the book, The 2-Hour Workshop Blueprint, I talk about going to a cafe and taking out some Post-it notes. Post-it notes are great, but they can be annoying because they are sticky. So this morning I went out, I have so many packs of index cards, just these lined cardboard. They're a little bit thicker. I've got them in so many different colors. My friend Sarah, who listens to the podcast, she's asked me where I got them from. I get them from Officeworks. Also, if you go to any sort of art and craft store or a discount shop like an Overflow, you can usually buy them in bulk there. So definitely have them on hand. Yes, I will sometimes use them for speeches or through the day when I'm running like an all-day workshop, because I can just pop on them really high level points or really key things. I've got my own way of adding symbols and things that are just a reminder to myself that trigger some ideas or what I should be doing in certain parts, like arrows and abbreviations, numbers, that type of thing on my index cards. But as an ideation tool, they're so good. And so I was getting a bit fed up. So I went out to a cafe, got my long black. I went off, this is after a walk, so I'm feeling really good. I sit down, no computer in sight. Well, actually there is, but it's closed. And I take my index cards and just for every idea that I have, I just plot it on an index card and move on. Then I come back to it and think, oh, what else could I add here? How could I map this? So I add a 2x2 and I just start mapping it out on that index card. Now, the beauty of this is I'm not stuck in a linear way of thinking. And this is really important because you can always land, obviously a speech or a presentation is linear, like there's a start and an end. But what I find is that when you try and figure out that sequence up front, it is crippling and it really forces you to pause. Whereas if you just crack open the index cards, write an idea per topic, then you find that sometimes there's linkages between certain ideas. There's like, oh, this is a subtopic of a bigger topic. You find out that there's actually a natural sequence, but you can move it around in real time. Whereas if you're writing a document, you got to like cut and paste and it becomes really much like a chore. I find it much more joyful just mapping it out. And then I think, oh, what about this example? All right, I'll grab that card, throw it in under here. And so I spent about an hour just doing that. And so I've come home now. I've got this whole stack. I don't know how many cards here. Probably got about 20, 25 cards, just with a note written on them. Even as I was driving home, I thought, oh, this point could go under this section. And then I can link this here. And oh, I've got a great metaphor for that. Oh, actually, this could become a graph or a Venn diagram. And so now it's so much better. The ideas have been pouring out. Now it's really about what do I cut out. But the beauty of this is then it makes it easier to, so first of all, I'm going to sort it, like sort the order. Then I'm going to build it. And then the key point here is then think of your transition points. Obviously, once you've got the sequence, like think of how you're going to segue or build in or talk through various parts. But yeah, it's kind of like magic now. It's just like, oh, this is so much easier than having to just, and I feel like PowerPoint doing that, while it is, you can have it open so you can move slides around, it still feels like a linear format as well. But the beauty of this is like once you get stuck on a point, like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere on this point, you just move on to the next point. And you find over time that you'll then either figure it out or you might realize that, hey, or you might realize, hey, I didn't need that initial point now. I've got this one instead. This is more stronger. And it's just low risk. Yes, it's not great for the environment, but we use so much digital now. I think sometimes it's just the power of getting your thoughts literally down on paper and just getting them out is really great. And so, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about that now. And I know it's such a simple thing, but index cards for the win. Thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.